Great opportunity for us to present to you a major activity which was completed, which is the Millions Fed book. Let me start off by telling you why we did this. When we first started the agriculture policy group within the agriculture department, we looked at several research activities that were conducted, and we said one of the big problems we have is there's such wonderful research out there on the importance of agriculture for development and the evidence that's available on how important investment in agriculture is for reducing hunger, reducing poverty, for agriculture acting as an engine of growth. But it's such a hard message to get out to policymakers. And over the past 2 decades, we've seen declining investments in the agriculture sector. And so we tried to figure out mechanisms by which we can bring this message to the broader global community, the broader policymaking community, not just the agriculture community, because the agriculture people know the story. It's the non-agriculture people who don't know the story, and it's the non-agriculture people that need to make the investments in agriculture. And as we were thinking through this, we had the opportunity to look at the Millions Saved book that Global Health put out. And I was extremely impressed with the Millions Saved book. And as a non-health person, to be able to quickly read through that and understand the importance of investment in health was so crucial. And then we said, this is the model that we need. And we used that model for a book that then eventually came out, which was the Millions Saved, or Millions Fed. There. And so we learned several lessons from the Millions Saved work. But one of the most crucial lessons we learned was you need a highly credible organization to run the process. In their case, they had the Center for Global Development. And we started to say who would do that kind of work in Millions Fed. And we didn't have to look very far in Washington, D.C. It was just around the corner that IFPRI is there. And IFPRI has the credibility and the international clout and the ability to do high-quality research, and also a proven track record in communicating research. And we said, that's the place we need to go. So we approached IFPRI, and IFPRI very enthusiastically took on the challenge to do the Millions Fed work. And Rajul Pandya-Lork, who's the Chief of Staff to the Director General and also the Director of the IFPRI 2020 program, I should stop fiddling around with this. I keep doing something. The Director of the IFPRI 2020 program was assigned to lead this work. And I can tell you that she's done an absolutely great job. And from now on, if we need something done in an excellent way and exactly on time, we're going to go straight to Rajul. She'll deliver for us. What was important about the book is, first of all, it was a great advocacy tool. It's a great advocacy tool, and it's something that we can wave around and tell people, here's the best place to find out about why investment in agriculture is important. It's the book, the results that have come out of the book validate many of our own presumptions about why we need to invest in agriculture. The importance of agriculture as an engine of growth, as a way to reduce hunger and poverty. The case studies that came out of this book show very clearly that link. For our own work within the agriculture program, technology is certainly a very big part of our work. And many of the case studies in the book show the importance of technology as being a spearhead for improving agriculture productivity. The case studies on the rice green revolution, the wheat green revolution, make the role of technology very clear. But they also make it very clear that technology alone is not going to make a difference. They make it absolutely clear that in addition to having the right technology, you need to have in place the right policies, you need to have the incentive structure right for farmers who adopt these technologies. You need the institutional framework within which agriculture production takes place to be right, in a sense. And I think the really fundamental message that comes out of this book that's important for us in this room is that every one of the case studies shows that you absolutely need sustained, long-term donor commitment to the work that's being done. If you have sustained donor support, then people can take the risks and invest in the time needed for making the innovations and then disseminating that innovation out to farmers' field. That was a very crucial message that came out of the book. Let me not take much more time, but thank once again the IFPRI team for being here, being willing to present the book. Rajul, you've been a great partner in this effort. David Spielman, the senior author of the book, has spent a good part of last year really absorbed in it. But I think both of them would tell us that without two other people, they wouldn't have been able to do it. Sivan Yusuf and Kenda Cunningham were both working full-time, 24 hours a day for the last year on this book, and this great team has put together an enormous product. Finally, I'd like to say that from our side, Ellen McCullough was the program officer for this activity, and she did a brilliant job pushing this through.